Mr. Davies' dose of science. If this is your first time learning with us, welcome. If not, welcome back. Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Davies back with your dose of science.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Today is Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well and you're feeling healthy. Okay, today in science, we're going to be taking a look at the second state of matter, which would be liquids. In order to do this, we're going to use Canvas. Where there is a PowerPoint, we're going to look at one slide, but there is some other information in there that's good for you to know. And we're going to add to your foldable. So hopefully you have your foldable, and we'll add a couple things in the center section for liquids, and our example has been fresh water. And today we're looking at liquids. I should let you know that no matter what type of liquid you're talking about, they still have the same physical properties. So if you are adding to your foldable at this point, don't forget there's a spot for a couple of notes inside the flap, and I would encourage you to write this stuff right here on your flap. So liquids do not have a definite shape, but they do have a definite volume. We'll talk more about that in a second. The particles in a liquid are packed close together, but they are able to move around one another. They can flow. When we think about the shape of a liquid, many times we say that the shape of the liquid takes on the shape of its container. So if we're talking about the coffee in this cup, that's a liquid, but the shape of the coffee is the shape of the cup because that's the container that it's in. Also, this is just some water in my water bottle. It's a liquid, but it's going to take on the shape. It has a definite volume. There's a certain amount of liquid in this container, but it takes on the shape of the container it's in. Even if we're dealing with something the size of a lake, the liquid water takes on the shape of the lake. Or even if we go bigger, a child's pool or a swimming pool, that liquid is going to take of the container, the pool itself. Or even if we go bigger yet, and think about the oceans. You know what, let's just take a minute. There is something about liquid. It can be relaxing. Okay. Yes. So liquids overall, no matter what they are, whether it's water or something else, they do not have a definite shape. They take on the shape of the container they're in, but they do have a certain amount of volume. So please get those notes inside your foldable. And on the inside of your foldable, you should have a couple of things. We have the ice as a solid yesterday, and today is water as a liquid. If we're going from a solid to a liquid, we'll have melting. Well, what's the difference? Well, that would be heat. In fact, if we can provide enough heat to some substances, it would change from a solid to a liquid. Let's try it. Okay, so what I have here today is just light alloy, it's metal wire. This is actually solder. And if we can provide enough heat, we should be able to melt this and turn it from the solid that it currently is into a liquid. We'll see what happens here. Alright. Of course, this is going to take a bit of heat, so we're going to have to be a little patient. And you can see it's really warming up there. Might have to fast forward this a little bit. Oh, there you go. Starting to melt. It's going to drop. There you go. Oh. All right. Solid to a liquid. Just add heat. Gonna need that later. Okay. Don't forget, safety first, always. All right, so hopefully you were able to add to your foldable in the liquid category. You should have ice, water. When we go from ice to water, that's called melting. And if we're going from a liquid to a solid for water, that's called freezing. The temperatures for fresh water, 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees centigrade. Also, I'd like to remind everyone to gather your supplies for your terrarium. If you haven't started already, you're going to need a 2-liter bottle, about 2 hands full of dirt, about this much, just enough to fill the bottom, some type of seeds, even beans from a soup mix will work, some scissors, and some tape. Should take care of it. We'll be doing that next week, so gather your supplies this week. As always, please stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, this is Mr. Davies. Have a great day, and keep on learning. If you learned something today, please like this video. If you think there is more you can learn, then click subscribe or consider coming back again tomorrow. The information, likenesses, and opinions in this video are the intellectual property of Mr. Mike Davies. While Mr. Davies does refer to other works owned by others, those resources are either parts of a public school district curriculum or they are readily available through open forums on the internet. Mr. Davies does offer his thanks and appreciation to any entity he has chosen to refer to or gather sound bites or clips from to emphasize his lessons. Mr. Davies is currently a professional member of the teaching staff for Central Dauphin School District in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and is making, producing, and publishing these videos for the benefit of his students and other students during the current lockdown crisis. Mr. Davies does not make claim to all of the ideas and resources referenced in his videos. However, he does claim responsibility and rights to his likeness, opinions, and the academic content of these videos. He does not grant permission for any entity to copy or duplicate any portion of this video or any of his videos for private or personal gain.